Now, listen, you guys, one thing that I certainly did not see coming is Nicki Minaj pulling this card right here of bringing a brand new album in 2024. Now, we're also going to be talking about her casting out an interviewer that she recently sat down with, because at the end of the day, I'm just like, these men in the industry are very weird. I'm like, what? Is it like a cult or something where Idiot Wilson is out there recruiting other people? And we're also going to be talking about Eve exposing the behind out of Jay-Z. And Lottery Ticket is being blasted by fans because they feel like, well, she was out there being condescending. And Joe Budden was out there spilling some more tea on Tyla. And these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So you guys do know that Nicki Minaj had announced that, well, another album is going to come. Well, another deluxe version of the album is actually going to come, and that she was going to call it Gig City Reloaded. And well, she decided to move that a little back, and we saw that on the same date that she had said the album was going to come out, that's when Bongo 2 came out and announced their own Act 2. I guess she wants to be Beyonce or whatever. She was out there announcing that she's going to be having Megan the album Act 2. Okay, so it seems like after all of that happened, Nicki Minaj was like, okay, you want to do a battle of deluxes, now play with yourself because I'm not your mate. Okay, because this is the announcement that she shared last night. She said, dear Barbz, important Gig City announcement. Instead of doing a deluxe to Pink Friday 2, I've decided to do a brand new album. I'll still incorporate new songs like My Meter, the Anxiety song, for the remainder of the tour though, and I will announce the new date within the next couple of weeks. The new music is just too good to be thrown away on a deluxe album. Last night, the songs I recorded were just way too iconic. I love you guys so much. You know that. I know you will do. I know you do. I will still give you something leading up to the announcement, so no worries. Pink Friday 3 is about to do precisely what the F been needed to be done. Trust me, Barbz, I am so excited, blessed, loved by the Barbz, and fortunately for the Barbz and me, I've learned a lot since 12/08/2023. Now, this part of the statement by itself is very loaded when you try and look at it. So it seems like the name of the album is going to be Pink Friday 3, but I wouldn't be surprised if she decides to change that. And I did see a lot of people suggesting that, well, a self-titled album would probably even, hit right now in this moment. Imagine if she made a song called, an album called Onika. Like, I wouldn't want it to be Nicki Minaj. I would want it to be like titled Onika. Like, that's just a suggestion. Imagine how hard that would hit, okay? And so she said that she has learned a lot since 12/08/2023 when she dropped Pink Friday 2. So I love the fact that, well, even if she's years into her career, she's still learning. She's still open to learning new things. And I hope one of the things that she's learned is never to give persons your time of the day, nor the night, okay? Do not give that. Don't give those people your time of the day, nor the night. Don't make them make you sell their records for them, okay? I hope that's one of the lessons that she's actually talking about. And personally, I am excited for this new era, but I'm afraid that after Pink Friday 3, she's gonna go like on a long hiatus, if you ask me. So she said, Pink Friday 2 means so much to me as my first album as Papa Be a Mama. It's just very special to me. For so many reasons you guys aren't aware of. I put every song on there in a specific order, etc. So to honor that, I'm going to give it the respect and integrity it deserves as a beautiful body of work and not add anything else to it. 1 or 2 songs is no big deal, but 5 to 7 songs feels a little sloppy right now, in my humble opinion. This era has just been so successful, rewarding, satisfying, etc. After much thought, I want to be for certain that I'm being intentional about every single decision being made around both Pink Friday 2 and Pink Friday 3. I will be hitting the stage shortly in Gig City, Birmingham. Tiger just came off stage. Let's go. After tonight, next stop, Dallas. Love or Nika. Now, I'm just like, there have been rumors on the streets for the longest of time that this entire Nicki Pink Friday 2 album was to test the waters. People have been speculating that for a long time. time to say that, well, if somebody was coming from quite a break, she wanted to see how the market is like. And now that she has established that, you know what, the market is actually still messing with me like that, she has probably decided to now bring out the best of the best. So, of course, a lot of Barbz are very expectant when it comes to this album. Now, I do know that it's going to shake some stuff in the music industry, including those that have their release dates centered around what Nicki Minaj's next move is going to be. I mean, we saw some of them all of a sudden, or deluxe album, or X2 this. And I do know that the Transformer is still yet to release her album again. And I know that this is also putting pressure on her and her label as well, because they need to outdo Nicki Minaj. So now that Nicki is coming out with another album, they can't work with the Pink Friday 2 States anymore to see how much they can, in my own opinion, inflate or payolarize the album in order to make it seem like they are selling the same way. So I don't know if she's now still going to wait for Pink Friday 3 before she drops her own album, or what exactly it is. I did see some people also speculating that, well, she wants to drop her album right around the same time that the Transformer drops her album. Now, whatever this is, honestly, I don't think that the Transformer is on Nicki Minaj's mind at this point. I don't think that that's who she's even looking at. If anything, I guess she's just annoyed by Bongo 2. I feel like that's the person that maybe she's annoyed with, in as far as these entire antics of her trying to attach herself to her name, okay? As far as the Transformer is concerned, I think that Nicki Minaj is over that plant, in my own opinion. But hey, let me know in the comment section what you think about that and how you think the dynamics are going to be around the Transformers album. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about the Nicki Minaj interview, okay? So you guys do know that Nicki Minaj recently did that Loki event, obviously, and she did sit down for an interview with somebody who's not that important, but she sat down with the man anyway. And so this man posted his interview with Nicki Minaj, and guess who was in the comment section? Idiot Wilson. This guy is not even ashamed. Oh my God. So Idiot Wilson went and said congratulations to the guy, all right? And so this is where I kind of don't understand this man, because when you hear Idiot Wilson talking about Nicki Minaj, you would really think that, she's not that important, because that's the picture, that's the narrative that he likes to run around with. And in the same breath, he's out there congratulating this guy for having an interview with Nicki Minaj. So sitting down with Nicki Minaj is clearly a win, which Elliot Wilson likes to act like is not the truth on Twitter, but he's in this man's comment section congratulating him. Deep down, I do know that Elliot Wilson really does want to have a sit-down interview with Nicki Minaj again, but because Nicki is not giving him that platform, he resorts to disliking and slandering her and things like that. And just because also Nicki Minaj is not kissing Elliot Wilson's master's feet, he feels some type of way, because you do know that Elliot Wilson's existence is all centered around that man from Fraudulent Nation, okay? So after he said congratulations, guess what this Fadam got the juice person said? Instead of saying thank you, he said she ducked the smoke on the question, man. I had to take the shot though. And I'm just looking at him like, you're so weird, okay? Now I understand why Nicki Minaj had the energy that she had around this man, because you could tell that she's not, she's just not that into the interview like that, okay? So somebody brought this to the TL, and Nicki Minaj said, the obsession, the only thing I ducked was his effing breath. Smelled like a double portion of 4 wings and some French fries. Hot behind it and ketchup. And I'm like, that's so weird. Imagine you get an opportunity to interview Nicki Minaj and you're out there trying to please Idiot Wilson saying, oh, she ducked the smoke. What smoke do you have? What smoke? I don't like calling people that, but that's not nice. Like, don't be that mean. Like, that woman did not do anything to you. Like, did not even attack you, spared you. Even when she came on the internet, she did not talk about your bed breath. She didn't. But here you are, coming for her. She diplomatically sat down with you and did what needed to be done and moved on with her life. And you're out here trying to appease the spirits of Rock Nation through that are coming and manifesting through Smell Your. Like, seriously. Anyway, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Another person said, remember what you said about his sign. You made that face for a reason. Ain't take long to see his true colors. Barbz always watching. And Nicki Minaj said, Paul, okay? So, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about these men teaming up together against Nicki Minaj, because for this man to turn around like literally less than 48 hours after you get this interview and you start talking about she dug the smoke. What smoke do you have, Big? Huh? What smoke do you have? From where? Smoke from where, really? From your from your hot breath, as Nicki Minaj said. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to be talking about Eve. All right. So it seems like Eve had a couple of words to say about the men from Fraudulent Nation. It seems like this man had told Eve that, well, female rappers really don't make it. They don't really do well. So she sat down in an interview and basically said that when she dropped the debut album, Jay-Z called her and then to congratulate her and to warn her not to get her hopes up, because according to him, females don't really do that well in the interview, okay? But because you know, you guys, that, well, female rap revolves around Nicki Minaj, for some reason this became a conversation around Nicki Minaj and the men from Fraudulent Nation, because some people believe that they might have found the reason why the men from Fraudulent Nation does not like Nicki Minaj is because she came and proved them wrong in every way. She came and she competed on, you know, an MC level without, you know, considering the fact that, oh, I'm a woman, so I don't need really to do too much. So I guess that made them feel some type of way according to the analogies that people are coming from. And I could see where those people are coming from, because you guys, imagine you're out there telling everybody who's coming up. Who knows? Maybe at some point they told the same thing, maybe in a different way to Nicki Minaj, to say, well, it's not like, you know, you're still a woman at the end of the day, and female rap, you know, things like that. So watching somebody that you might have told words like this do well and prove you wrong could make you feel some type of way. Okay, do you know what? Let me tell you something that I noticed in life. It's the people that spread bad things about you that hate to see you succeed. Because if I come on here and I say, for example, Miranda, I'm using Miranda as an example because she's a regular here. If I say that, well, Miranda in her career, she's never going to get to CEO level. She's never going to get to CFO level or what other level, right? I'm telling people around that, well, she will never do that. If I then see signs that Amanda is actually going to be able to get to those positions, I will not want Amanda to do that, because now she's going against everything that I've been telling people. So if I'm in a position where I can try to stop Amanda from becoming CEO, so that my word, it doesn't seem like, you know, I was just yapping nonsense, of course I will stop Amanda. So like, that's why I don't take people, especially friends, who spread things about you, about what you could never do. Don't take those people lightly, because those are the same people that will sabotage you just so they will not look crazy to people when you start achieving what they said you couldn't. I'm sorry, it's the beginning of the week. I didn't prepare for this sermon, but I hope it gets to someone and it helps someone. Once you see your friend moving around telling people that you could never do this, you could never achieve this, run with your life, or I'm telling you, run with your life. Pick your shoes up and sprint away from that person, because that person will sabotage you the minute you show signs that you're going to debunk everything that they said. Okay, so yeah, I do believe that they have a point, those people that feel like that's the reason why that man does not want Nicki Minaj to do that. But that being said, on another perspective, another thing could just be business, you guys, like literally business, because you do know that Nicki Minaj, as long as Nicki Minaj is out there in female rap, she's gonna be having majority of the fan bases, because longevity in the music industry makes you have a solid fan base. And when you have a solid fan base, you have leverage. And when you have leverage, the industry machine and people behind the industry machine, there's a limit to what they can do to you, you know? So that solid fan base is what they don't like when it comes to female rappers, because they still want to control and profit off female rappers. So if they get, industry plans that they can just microwave their success and milk as much money as they can for 2 years, and then, they get washed up and then they get thrown out. They take another person. Before that person realizes that they are being taken advantage of, milk a lot of money as they can. So From a business perspective, I could see why industry executives would not want to have female rappers that have longevity, because that is leverage and they don't want female rappers to have that leverage. And I do feel like that's the fight that Nicki Minaj has. And that's why every attempt at attacking a character is made to feel they want to make the Barbz to feel like, oh, she's not that, oh, she has done this, oh, she has wronged you, oh, she's an evil person, because the connection between her and the fan base is mostly personality also related and talent related. So if they do destroy that true personality that she has, she will not have leverage because the fans would leave her. Anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about this entire thing. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about lottery ticket. So the girl is actually being accused of being shady to her fans. You do know that she has a song called Brokey. It seems like people feel some type of way about a post that she made. And initially people were like, how can you call your fans Brokey when they are the ones that are out there buying your music? And I guess in an attempt to turn that around, she said, I dislike that y'all think I was calling hard workers brokies, so I got 10k for whoever makes the best video at their job to brokey, and I'll fly you out to be in the music video. No more waiting till your birthday to go out of town. Tag me and hashtag brokey so that I can see them all. Okay. And somebody said, no more waiting till your birthday to go out of town is so big-handed. And then she said, just a jokey. So yeah, it seems like that rubbed people the wrong way, as they feel like she's still being condescending, because a lot of people who do work do actually wait for their birthdays to go out of town, and sometimes it's not because of money issues, but sometimes it's just because of career issues. It's not everybody that has a flexible career when they can just up and go. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you think that lottery ticket was trying to be condescending, or do you think that people are just fragile these days? Okay, now the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Lauren London. Now, people are just overall mean. That's what I've realized when it comes, to this world. People are just so mean, because people are out there saying that Lauren London is making, grieving Nipsey Hussle, her personality. People are like, oh my God, does she have any other personality, or she's always going to be talking about Nipsey Hussle and, grieving about her? This particular tweet said, Lauren London's whole personality is grieving Nipsey. It's enough, we get it. And I'm just like, this is so insensitive. I mean, if you feel this way about Lauren, how are you going to feel about Asian? Like, seriously, this man, they had a family together, okay, kids together. So I'm just like, listen, it's not easy. You can't be telling somebody how to grieve. I mean, if you were here for Asian grieving Vaughn for 10 years, you can be here for Lauren grieving Nipsey for 100 years, because that man, they actually have a human being that they procreated together. And Lauren really owes it to that human being to be there for that human being, and to try and console that human being and explain things to that human being about, their father. So please, leave the woman alone. But anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that person, what that person wrote about, Nipsey Hussle. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Kalisha. Kalisha is out there talking about, her grandchild. She's saying that, well, she's devastated about the diagnosis around Christian, Jesus, and things like that. And I'm just like, is she even supposed to come online to talk about the health and the diagnosis of this child? Like, this is the part that I don't understand about Kalisha. And the way she goes on to say, I don't hate her. Oh my God, I don't wish bad upon her. I'm just like, the fact that as a grandmother you would even come online and say that, well, I don't wish bad upon her. Are you serious? Like, what type of a grandmother is that? Is that even a conversation? Like, what is this? Anyway, you know what? Let me just insert what she had to say, and then I'll catch you after that.
Just because you don't understand what I'm going through over here about learning and hearing y'all speak these diagnoses over the grandbaby, y'all say this, y'all say that. This is my first time ever seeing anything like that in my life. And although I will continue to pray, I will not wish nothing bad on her. I don't hate her, that this is what it is. I don't have that in my spirit to do. Am I angry? Am I hurt? Abso-fucking-lutely. Wouldn't you be? If you just saw your grandbaby and people are saying all these things, and the whole time we all, okay, maybe it is, maybe it ain't, we not sure. Okay, you have to accept it. That's how it's gonna come out. That's what it is. I would have liked to, whatever the case may be. I'm tired of hearing everything from y'all. I'm tired of y'all judging how I perceive it, how we perceive it. We doing the best we can with a situation that we did not know was gonna be in our life. We doing the best we can, okay? And the mere fact that we haven't turned cold or hardened our hearts or become evil is the grace. Because just
Well, there you heard what Kalisha had to say. Personally, I found it very cringy that a whole grandmother would make a video saying that I don't hate my grandson. I'm just like, what? But anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Tyla. It seems like this whole Tyla thing, people are still discussing about it. Joe Budden is out there still talking about it. And people are now also discussing about the fact that Tyla said that, well, Afrobeats is not Amapiano and that there are multiple genres outside of Africa that are not Afrobeats. So, firstly, I saw Amon Wiggins saying that, well, so it makes sense now. Tyla is an Amapiano artist which originated in South Africa, not an Afrobeats artist which originated in Nigeria, which explains why she made that statement of all African artists being grouped into one category. In short, she knew that wasn't her award, okay? And I'm just like, I get it. I get what she was saying as well. I guess she was also trying to put the Amapiano genre, out there to make people aware, to raise awareness that, you know what, the sounds are actually pretty different. But that being said, also, I could see why MTV probably put that, put Amapiano under Afrobeats, because when you look at it, there's been like a crossover of Amapiano to the Nigerian side. We have seen a lot of Nigerian artists hopping onto Amapiano, and it has been kind of like a fusion between Afrobeats and Amapiano. So now, to an outsider, like a person who's in the US, to now distinguish, to say, well, this is an Afrobeats artist who made an Amapiano song, that could be very difficult for them to now distinguish that. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, we've seen a lot of mainstream Nigerian artists doing Amapiano, like singing on Amapiano beats. We've seen Davido doing the same thing. We have seen, like, there's a lot of people who have done that. So I kind of get where the confusion with MTV might have been. I get it. Okay, so yeah, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Now, one person who's certainly not a fan of Tyla's is obviously Joe Budden. I get that he's entitled to his own opinion, but like the way he comes off sometimes, it gives me hater vibes. It gives me, I want to humble her vibes. Do you get it? Like, I get his concerns. I get, where he's coming from, but the way he just comes at this girl, I'm just like, Joe, is everything okay? Ekaya, like, is everything okay there? Because it's a little bit too much if you ask me, hey? Like, he literally dismisses everything. And in this particular clip that I'm going to insert, there is a co-host there that's trying to explain to him about how things could be different from Tyla's perspective. And it seems like he just wants to shut everything down. And I do feel like it's also because Tyla does not really come off as somebody who's trying to beg for anything. And that attitude does not sit well with a lot of people. And that's the same attitude that makes people dislike Nicki Minaj, is because she does not feel like she needs to shrink herself for another person to shine. Okay, so I'm just gonna insert what they had to say, but I just want to say a quick shout out to that co-host that at the Joe Budden podcast. You could tell that he's very enlightened about this entire thing. I was very, very impressed when I saw him explaining everything. I was like, wow. Yeah, this is actually impressive, trying to also understand the other perspective. I absolutely would like to give him a shout out on that. Joe, on the other hand, I don't know what Tyla did to you, but boy, girl, like, stop it. Anyway, let me just insert that, and I don't think that after that I will be coming back. But thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
using the word colored to describe herself, she is from South Africa.
Sure.
This is a country that just basically got rid. Well, I mean, like,
This girl is a plant. Get her the This girl's a plant.
I just think the expectation on her to be completely sophisticated and know how to speak and what to say and it be perfect all the time. I think the expectation is just ridiculously high.
And if she's a plant, why doesn't she have the people around her to help her navigate through media?
She does. She does have those
but then
people.
obviously whatever she said was offensive to some.
Because the reason it was offensive. All right, so
I don't remember what she said.
I'm about to tell you. In South Africa, they have literally
Yeah.
classes on how they define
Yes, I'm aware of that.
people based on their ethnicity, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
How we use the word colored in America is to represent black people.
Yes.
In South Africa, the word colored means that you're mixed.
Oh, okay.
It's of like a mixed descent. So she's saying colored based on what her definition of colored is versus the United States definition of what colored is.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So
That's what I'm
over
saying, it's
here,
lost in translation.
like when Mel said in Canada, they don't necessarily say, or in other countries, they might not necessarily say I'm black. They'll say, yo, I'm Swedish. They'll use their ethnicity
To
as
describe themselves.
the definitive thing about where they from.
Got it.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
black people come from all over the world.
True.
So here, though, we don't do that.
Got it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just think
I
it's...
think she hide behind that South African.
I don't think so. She's South African. She's so South African. She is so South African.
You
Not
would,
even just.
You would have to educate me on what the so South African means.
like,
Is
Is that Johannesburg and stuff like that over
yeah,
there?
like,
Yes.
you know, they only like 2 generations away from apartheid.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so that whole different system of living that we couldn't fathom.
There's
Like even
part
our
that-
parents couldn't really fathom that. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas use a card to go past a certain point.
Exactly. There's parts of the country that they were not able
couldn't
to
even get in.
You
Like,
couldn't
you
be
got to
in.
swipe a card to get past this gate.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like it was crazy.
So you understand what the young lady? You just
I don't
think that she-
understand it, but I did like book reports in college. I'm older in high school.
No, got it.
Apartheid was big when we was in high school.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I was in high school in the late 80s. So that's when Reebok was getting boycotting this company and all that supported apartheid.
So basically, she's just tone deaf, like Mel said. Like
I don't
she's-
think
Or
that
just-
she's.
I don't think
It's
she
not
can just be
tone deaf.
ignorant to the customs here.
It's a loss of translation.
Loss of translation, I'm sorry, yes, you said
You
that.
you know just described how Americans have felt like Africans are really entitled and stuff like that. Africans feel the exact same way about
No, that's what I'm saying.
Americans.
Yes.
So I think to me, I just think that there's a real loss in translation in
Yes.
terms of like cultural understanding between the two.
But we always hear in closing that people from the Caribbean or overseas, when they come to America, they feel that Americans or we are lazy and we take advantage of the system.
Unsubstantial music that lacks content aimed at liberty.
For a certain purpose. It's for the Nigerian people. Now, if you like Afro beats from the outside, do you understand? You
This is Tim's on the Breakfast
can
Club.
join us in the enjoyment of it. But Afrobeats was tailored for Nigerian people originally.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Do you understand? It uplifts the Nigerian people. Do you understand? So I wouldn't look for something. If I'm looking for something in reggae, I cannot expect to find the same thing in Afrobeats because it's not tailored for the same people.
So Afrobeats originated in Nigeria?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
He's a DJ.
No, when I would go to South Africa,
Shade.
you just hear the music, but I
South
didn't know.
African is Amapiano, Afrobeats is, and South Africa has other genres, but Afrobeats is not South African.
Y'all got all the biggest artists too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Afrobeats is Nigerian. That's the standard.
What that mean?
It means this won't be the first time or the last time that you hear something like what I'm saying. Just bookmark it. That's what it means. It means that the people that have been doing whatever to drive attention, visibility, and economy to that genre, for the money to come in and for the new pretty South African girl to start winning all of the awards, this will not be the